Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you're home now. You have your new little puppy. Now, little pups, when they go to their new environment, they are going to test you. And all the training that we've done for the last several weeks can go out the window if you don't follow through. So remember, we gotta have these guys listen to us. So the best way to do that is follow through with the tricks that they have learned. We do that in the beginning, so make them sit, make them lay down, make them shake hands, and make them do that when you ask them. Now, several times I've had people bring the pups back because they don't listen to them. They walk into my house, I ask them to do something, and they'll do it almost immediately. So it's the delivery, how you guys are asking them to do it. So your voices are different. So the hand signals should help. So follow through with that. It's important. Now, your puppy is biting, and almost every puppy that walks out of any breeder's home or any trainer's home, when they get to their new home, they're gonna bite. That's just what puppies do. So if we consistently correct them when they do bite us, and I'm a firm believer in, if a puppy bites me, I'm gonna bite them back with their own mouth. So don't think this is something mean. It'll nip it in the bud, it'll pretty much stop it within a week's time, and you won't have little bite marks on your hands and arms and think you have a mean puppy. They go home, they're thinking you're the new litter mate. That's a common problem with little pups, okay? So if they do bite us, remember we simply take them by the collar like this, put your little finger under the collar like that so they can't get away. You place your hand over their mouth, and if you open it up a little bit like this and let them gently feel their lips onto those sharp little teeth like this. Let them feel their teeth and tell them very quietly, no bite. So I whisper it to them. So I don't know if you can hear this on the video, but I say no biting, no biting. And I let them feel their little lip. And I'm telling you, within a matter of days, these guys will stop. Now if they do that to your kids, you're gonna have to do it for your kids, because I don't recommend the kids doing it. So you guys help them understand that you guys are not little dogs, and they can't put their mouth on you. If you do that from the get-go when they're pups, you'll never have a problem in the future with it. I'll pull them on the ears. I'll try to get, this puppy came back to me yesterday. It spent 2 weeks with me. It's been with the owner for a week, and she thinks that this is a super aggressive dog, mean, and a biter. So I've had her for not even a day now, maybe 10, 12 hours, and I'll pull on her ears. I'm trying to get her to bite me. And you know, after a couple little sessions, letting her feel her teeth, I'm like, come on little puppy, you want to bite me? You want to bite me? Oh, what a good dog. See, that's a very good dog. So that's what I'll do. I'll let them feel those teeth, and then I test them. I'll call this desensitizing. I'll grab them by the fur, and I'll grab them like a little kid's gonna do. And you want to teach them, hey, I cannot react with my mouth. So if we do this, and they don't do it, then we tell them, oh, what a wonderful little puppy for not biting me. What a good dog. So they understand then, hey, I get all this attention when I'm not biting. So that's what we want to do, all right? So now, another thing I want to remind you guys is the peeing. When you have a problem with a puppy peeing in the house, and you are going to have a problem with it. I mean, I think all the 47 years of training I've done, I have never run into a puppy yet that is house trained in a week. 2 weeks, had him in 2 weeks or a week and a half, and that is like so unusual. It's like a miracle in my eyes. But what you do is, if you're not watching them, they're either in a little playpen, they're either in their crate, or you are physically following them around the room and watching them. So you can see them sniffing around, getting ready to go to the bathroom. Out they go. Even if it's a half hour after they were just out there, that is not uncommon that a little puppy's going to have to pee. Also, with little female pups, it's not uncommon to have little urinary tract problems where they got to pee a lot. So if you do have a problem where they're peeing every 5-10 minutes, make sure you take in a little urine sample and eliminate that possibility with the vet. You just take a little fresh sample and let them check it out at the vet, and they can tell you if they got a urinary problem. Otherwise, you know, really keep on your toes, keep watching them, get them out quickly.
Hyper?
So, okay, so say these guys are unusually hyper, and all dogs have energy, you know, and it just depends on the different breeds, how much energy they have. They have to expel that energy. One way of doing it is letting them rip around, run around, play with other dogs. Make sure that you let your puppy get rid of that energy. And, you know, walking a dog on a leash is one way of getting them a little bit of exercise, but these guys, as they grow up, they need more and more. Doggy daycares are very good. Playing with one of your friend's dogs is very good. Now, that gets into another problem. The lady that brought this one back, she also thought she was just a super mean, aggressive dog with other dogs. In my opinion, dogs, they communicate by using their mouth, barking, growling. Does that mean, you know, they're mean or something like that? I usually tell people if there's not blood or fur flying, they're not being mean. You know, it's kind of a fine line with aggression. You know, with puppies, they play hard. They grab each other, they bite each other, and they, you know, yank on their fur, pull their ears and stuff like that. You don't want them to get over the top, but a certain amount of playing is really good for them. It's another way of expelling that energy. Just because a dog is growling certainly doesn't mean that they are mean. Now, when they start sinking their teeth into you, and puppies don't realize how sharp their teeth are, that's why I'm talking about, you know, we put the hand over the mouth and let them feel their teeth, and that is a way of doing it. Now, when dogs are real hyper and you want to settle them down, now you take them like this. I'll take my hands and I'll place them on the outside of both legs. I'll lay them down like this, and then I'll flip them over and I'll lay them down. And they don't necessarily like this at first. Now, when I had this little dog yesterday, she was squirming around. Now I can hold her with my finger and just tell her to settle down and stay. That's good. And then I'll take them like this and just tell them to stay. Now, keep in mind, yesterday when I got this little puppy, this was one naughty, hyper, crazy dog according to the owner. So it doesn't take much to settle these guys down. Stay. Oh, that's a good dog. And I'll talk to him very gently. I'll whisper to him, stay. And I'll try to do as little as possible as far as the touch. But this is important. Stay. Oh, good girl. And practice this every day. This is a very good tool to practice and to be able turn that switch on or off, you know, and you want to be able to turn the switch off when you say, whatever your dog's name is, settle down or easy, relax. You want them to be able to do that. So, you know, your voice is very important. So I try to tell people, when you're talking to your dog, when you're asking your dog to do something, make sure you change the sound of your voice for every different command. So like for example, I'll say sit down, stay calm. So change the sound of your words and use the hand signals that I've showed you, and you know, you can change the words, but try to remember you want to use a word that you're going to stick with and that everybody can be on the same page so you don't confuse the dog. Okay, I think that's about it. Here's another one I like to do. I'll take these little guys like this. I'll take their little head and their legs back and I'll hold them like this. And it'll be my little fur coat here, and just hold them like this and tell them to relax. Yes. Relax, little puppy dog. Yes, what a good little girl. This is a nice one too, you know, teach them to just settle right down. And when they start squirming and stuff, you just push your neck into their neck and push their head up into your neck, and they'll just settle right down. And then they know, hey, this guy or this gal is the boss. And I like to please the boss. That's what we want our little puppy to do. They're going to be a much better dog if you do that. Okay? All right, thank you.